Alright, so in this video I'm going to be sharing with you some strategies to use when you're comparing and contrasting. Back when you were younger, your teacher probably used these words a lot. How are things alike and how are they different? Okay. You probably also saw like this chart, something like this. We call this a Venn diagram. And in the center is where we would put how two things were like the same or alike. And then on the outside, we would write how they were different. Okay. When authors write nonfiction texts, a lot of times they set it up using comparing and contrasting. And right after this slide, I actually have a text example. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how you would create notes for yourself on Post-it notes when you're using the strategy for comparing and contrasting. Another thing I'd like to show or explain to you is that a lot of times there are clue words that help us decide if the author is setting up the book or that section of the book using comparing and contrasting. And it's some of the words that you saw in that first slide that I showed you. So if you take a look at this one, you're going to see some of the words that I was telling you, like the word here, same, and different. Okay, so you're going to see those sorts of words, same, different. And that's kind of how you would know if the author is kind of preparing you that they're going to be comparing and contrasting something. All right, what I've done is I've got a big giant Post-it over here. That's what this thing is right here. So this is my big giant Post-it. So if I were using this strategy, I would probably create for myself a Venn diagram. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do my reading. It says bats, which are mammals, share many of the same features as birds, which are not mammals. So I already know I'm going to be comparing birds and bats. And I already have my first contrast that birds are not mammals. And bats are mammals. So I'm going to just put that in my chart. All right. It says bats and birds look different on the outside. However, both have bones that are strong and light. So it says that they both, see this word both? That's also one of those clue words. So I'm going to go ahead and write that fact in here. So bones are strong and light. This is so they can easily lift their bodies off the ground to fly. So we know that they both also fly. I'm going to keep going. Bats' wings are made of skin that is stretched over 4 long finger bones. Bats also have many small bones and joints in their feet that help them grasp and hang onto a perch. That's why they can hang upside down while they sleep. All right, so with this section, it seems like it's giving me more information on bats, okay? I bet you if I turn the page of this book, that the next paragraph is probably all about birds, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write down some of my facts about the bats. So it says the wings are made of skin. So wings made of skin. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next slide. And you're going to see, just like I said before, that this whole section is all about birds. Okay, so let's see if it says anything about their wings, because I remember it said stuff about the bat's wings. Let's see if they have anything about the wings. So I'm just kind of scanning. Alright, so it doesn't really say. It says birds vary on how they look. Their skeletons also vary depending on the kind of bird. However, most birds' skeletons are made up of many hollow bones. The bones may also contain tiny air sacs to keep them light. I'm going to go back to